The manager of Wendy Williams responds to Kevin Jr.'s claims regarding her guardianship. The manager of Wendy Williams is providing an update on the former TV host's guardianship and rehabilitation in response to worries from her son Kevin Hunter Jr. In an interview with the U.S. Sun on Tuesday, the 22-year-old college student discussed how he thinks Wendy's team is taking advantage of her money in light of her purported battle with alcoholism, which he claimed prevents her from making wise judgments. According to the story, Kevin's mother was providing for him financially, but when her financial affairs were taken over by a guardian in May 2022, a significant portion of that income was gone. Will Selby, her manager, who at spoke with, disputed Kevin's assertions, particularly that her team was taking advantage of her. What are you taking advantage of her for? To obtain what? To what end? I'm not here to brag, but before Wendy came along, I was managing just fine, and I insisted on assisting her because she asked for it, Selby remarked. Selby explained Wendy's court-appointed guardianship and argued that neither her team nor anyone else could exploit Wendy in any way. Wendy is being watched over. The guardianship gives its approval to all she does. A guardianship granted by a court. So, even if someone wanted to take advantage of her, they couldn't because everything needed to be sanctioned by the court, he said. Therefore, Wendy, I, and everyone else must obtain the guardianship's approval for every form of business activities we undertake. How then could someone abuse her? The former jeweler-turned-manager also criticized the 22-year-old for approaching a publication before addressing his worries with his mother. Would calling an internet publication be the first thing you would do if your mother was in danger? He queried. Okay, I'm done talking about that, sorry. Normally, I wouldn't act in this manner. I'm not trying to argue with Kevin, I'm just speaking on behalf of my client. He's a young man, and to be really honest, I think he's been through a lot. He probably has a lot to cope with. I'm simply talking to my kid, who is the same age as him, and I think that sometimes you just make bad mistakes. I'm not here to engage in a debate about the accusations he may have, Selby continued. He has a right to an opinion. I'm just trying to get the message through that as adults, let's take responsibility and use common sense. Someone like your mother was on the verge of death. Why would you visit a website to talk with them about it? In response to the interview, Wendy's representative, Sean Zanotti, had a similar opinion, adding, "This newspaper has released false narratives with the purpose to disseminate stories without thoroughly vetting facts, which is detrimental to the public and is unprofessional and unethical." As Wendy continues to recover after 2 very painful years, we kindly ask that everyone throughout the world pray for her health. Selby expressed concern for Wendy's well-being and claimed that she is making the necessary preparations to be in a better place.